Me.
Remind me. Okay, I just started recording. It's Tuesday morning, November 29th. I hope you had a nice long 6-day break with your families. Anybody have anything they want to share about their Thanksgiving or their feast? Who ate too much? Am I the only one who ate too much? Yeah. Anyone take a nap after you ate? No? Oh, when I eat too much, I always want a nap. Did anybody do anything they want to share? Mila, is your hand just up for eating too much or you want to share?
I want to share.
Okay, go.
I got sick for half the time.
Oh, no.
And then I also got new LED lights.
LED lights where? Like outside?
In my room, they're rainbow.
Oh, neat. Well, you should turn on your screen and show them off later today when you feel like it. Nora, did you want to share?
Yeah, my mom went to California, instead of all of us. So me and my sister stayed at our uncle's house, and we made like a whole feast, and it was a little bit too big. And we kept on taking more pictures that we were eating. And in one of the pictures, I was a little angry because I was starving. I was a little hangry.
Uh-oh, hangry. Because they were making you wait so they could take pictures of it before you could eat?
Yeah.
All right, Vivi, go. Vivi, go ahead.
Well, I want to say that Hazel today, she ate a whole thing of chapstick.
Oh no, is she okay?
Yeah, she's from the streets.
And she has very soft lips today. Her lips are nice and moisturized.
I guess after sneaking out and eating a whole thing of chapstick.
I know. I can't imagine chapstick tastes very good, but go ahead, Megan. Go ahead. Wait a minute.
I also got a book as well.
Oh, what book?
A ghost story book.
Ooh, sounds like something that Sasha might like. She likes scary stuff. Excellent. Megan, go ahead.
On the note of dogs eating stuff they shouldn't, I think 2 days ago, my dog Belle ate a whole paper towel.
What? Why?
Towel.
Did it have turkey grease on it or something?
That's what we assume.
Ah, okay.
So I don't think she just eat a paper towel.
How about your puppy, Lauren? Is it eating everything in the house, including your shoes?
Yeah. The only puppy we have left is the one we're gonna keep.
Okay, so you're down to
we
one
got
puppy.
Rid of the sweetest little boy last week.
Oh,
he was so cute.
It's hard to say bye to them. Are you gonna breed your doggy again, or is this it?
I think we're gonna do one more and then get our dog fixed.
Okay. All righty. Is there anybody else who wanted to talk before I cut you guys off? No? All right. Well, we have a few things this morning that I needed to check in on. Our weather report. Are you ready with that, Mila, or do you want to do it later?
I need to look it up. It only takes
a second. Go ahead and look it up. And then I don't see Eli, so we won't have our joke this morning. How about our riddler? Are you ready?
I have a joke.
Okay, Lauren, go ahead.
I don't know how to word this. But in the it's a history joke because I love history. But in the Civil War there was, I don't know how to word this. But in the Civil War there was a general called General Lee.
Okay.
And I generally don't know about the Civil War, which was the joke, and I don't know how to word it. Yeah.
Hilarious. How about you, Liam? Have you got a riddle for us?
What was the joke again? I couldn't hear it.
Oh, say it again.
I generally, because there's a general in the Civil War named General Lee, so I generally don't know about the Civil War. I don't know how to word it. I just saw the joke, and I liked it.
Okay. Do you have a riddle for us, Liam?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What has lots of eyes but can't see?
locked eyes?
A lot.
A lot of eyes, but can't see. I'll put a
Spider.
guess in the. But can't spiders see?
They have very poor vision.
Not only one eye. What else has eyes? Huh. A mole.
Oh,
I put like the eye of a needle, but it would have to be a lot of needles. What else has eyes? I can't think of anything else like common everyday things. I think it's
Potato. Potato.
a potato. Who said that? Kainoa. How about a potato?
Correct. It is.
Ah,
I've
hooray.
heard that riddle before.
You've heard that one before.
You
Oh.
cheated. You cheated.
All right. Mila, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
So today for Tuesday, it's gonna be rainy. It's gonna be 42 in the morning and 37 later. Wednesday, it's gonna be rainy. Wednesday, it's gonna be rainy. It's gonna be 46 in the morning and 36 later. Thursday, it's gonna be a bit less rainy. It's gonna be 40 in the morning and then 32 later. On Friday, it's gonna be more rainy again. It's gonna be 42 in the morning and 37 later. On Saturday, it's going to be less rainy again. It's going to be 41 in the morning and 34 later. And then on Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy and the sun's going to be out a bit more. It's going to be 41 in the morning and 36 later. And I think I should mention that on Sunday, it's going to be really windy.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so there have been sort of some threats of snow, and then somebody sent a message through Teams this morning that it was actually snowing out by their house in Hillsborough. So
It was snowing where I was too.
was it? Oh, it didn't snow where I was, but I'm
It was
closer to
snowing where
town.
I was too.
Really? Ooh, that's exciting. Yay. That's very fun. All right, friends. Well, we are down to it. So we've had our no school November, and now we're to lots of school until break. We have 14 days until winter break of school. So we have 4 days this week and then 5 days and 5 days. So it's going to go pretty quickly. You know, the way we do like 3 weeks on Florida virtual and then a week off. So we actually are coming to the end of our Florida virtual modules. I think we're going to finish them all next week. And then we'll have a week off of Florida virtual, just doing the math, but off of the other things. And we'll be doing another flex project, a different one this time. But whenever we do these flex weeks, if you want to do something we've already done, like one of the projects we've already done, you can always tell me you'd prefer to do that. So anyway, I just changed them up to make it more interesting. Questions, Vivi?
You forgot for me to share my daily fact.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. And I even had it written down, the fact machine. Go ahead, Vivi. Thank you for reminding me.
Dogs do not see in black and white. They actually see in shades of blue and yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
And cats see a very gray and muted color spectrum, and they can't see orange. Blue is the brightest color for both of them, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Thank you. Excellent. Interesting. Lauren, what did you want to say?
It was about the tag nomination.
Oh yeah, you already asked me about the day and I responded.
But
So let's not talk about it right now, buddy. Can you put it in the chat directly to me?
okay.
Okay, because that doesn't affect everybody. Okay. All right, friends. So good morning. The other thing that I was going to invite you to do today is there was a challenge out there over Thanksgiving. Anybody who wanted to memorize and recite a poem gets to win a virtual prize. Do I have any poem people ready to go right now or wanting to go later today?
Oh, can I go later today at like 12:20?
Yeah, will you remind me, Kainoa?
Okay.
Okay, 12:20, Kainoa. And I think this afternoon, we're actually going to start a field trip. I think it's going to take a couple days this week, but I thought it'd be fun to do one of our virtual field trips this week. And this one is to the Amazon Warehouse Fulfillment Center. How many of you have gotten a package from Amazon in the last few weeks or are getting one? So all those little Amazon trucks that drive around in all those Amazon warehouses, how do they get all those packages to you so fast? We're going to look behind the scenes and learn about that. And we're going to do it through a Kahoots field trip that has questions that you guys get to respond to. So we're going to join and do that later today, probably at the 2 o'clock time, I'm thinking. So, and we'll do it for a couple of days this week because it's kind of a long field trip, 45 minutes. So I thought I'd break it into 2 sessions. So we're doing that. I'm going to share my screen really quickly and walk you through a few things we're doing this week and see if you have any questions. Also, I sent out a note to your families telling you that we'd really like an RSVP about whether or not you're going to come next week so that we can plan for the in-person. So that's next week, Friday, the 9th. And we're going to do, it's the week of Hour of Code. And so we'll have done some coding, but you'll get to play with the little robots that we have at Flex. So we have Spheros bolts, we have, which are these little ball things that roll around. And we have Ozzelbots that follow lines that you draw on a map. And we have Indy cars that go around with these little mats that you put down. And we have makey kits that can make a banana into a piano. Wow. So, and we'll of course have scratch coding and things like that. So we'll be playing with that a little bit next week. And we'd like to know who's going to come to that. So if you didn't get that invite, I'll send it back again, but I sent it through Synergy. Here's our week. We're doing a lesson today, 3.05 point of view in language arts, but nothing to submit today. And then tomorrow there's a quiz that's the same lesson. So you have 2 days for this lesson, 1 day for the lesson, 1 day for the quiz. I think it's 11 pages. It didn't look too hard. Then we're going to start lesson 3.06, but we have nothing to submit there because the submission on 3.06 is they want you to submit your story. But I decided you needed a few more days to finish up your story, not your story, but your opinion-based essay. At this point, you should have your introduction and 2 body paragraphs done. We're going to do the 3rd body paragraph today. We're going to add some details to it on Wednesday and Thursday, and on Friday we'll write our conclusion and be ready to edit and revise next week and be done with our opinion-based essay next week before we start our flex week. In math, we're up to lesson 5.05, which is pretty close to the end of the unit. We're going to do 5.05 and 5.06 this week. You have 2 days for each of those. The first one's an assignment, the second one's a quiz. And then next week, I think you're to the review. Where is it in math? Yeah, the review and the end of test. So by Wednesday of next week, you're going to be done with both language arts and math. So that's cool. We have our normal book clubs. And I think, Christian, I think you missed it, but we had a movie night last week and watched The Bad Guys. And somebody suggested that we maybe do a movie night every month where everybody gets to watch. But the other thing,
that was me.
yeah, I think it's a great suggestion. The other thing we could do is whenever a group gets to the end of a book, we could just invite everybody to watch the movie. I'll leave it up to the book clubs themselves a little bit, but it's kind of nice to invite other people to watch the movie. So I know we have one group that's ready to watch The Fantastic Mr. Fox someday this week, and I'll just ask them whether they'd be willing to let everybody join whenever we decide to watch that. It's rated PG, so it's a good one for that. Anyway, and then in the afternoon we have writing, and like I said, we're finishing up that essay this week. And then we have in science, we're finishing up unit 6 on force and mass. We have lesson 6.05 this week, and it's through most of the week. So you have 2 days to read the lesson because it's long, and 1 day to do the assignment. And then we're starting 6.06, but you don't have to finish it till next week. Yes, question. Go ahead.
I only
Who's speaking?
Eli.
Hi, Eli. How are you? Good to see
Good.
you. You're kind of in the dark there. What is your question?
I only have an introduction and 1 body paragraph.
Well, you're behind, my friend, and you need to get to work. So if I were you when you're done with this meeting, I'd get writing, okay?
Okay.
Because you need to finish your 2nd body paragraph. You're only behind by 1 body paragraph. But I am going to check in with everybody. I've been sending out notices, and I really need to make sure you've shared a document with me with your essay on it and you're starting typing it. Yeah, Mila, did you have a question?
Yeah, is the day like at school thing next week gonna be like the same as the one we went to last time?
So it's the time is the same, but the activities are going to be way different. This time it's kind of looser, like you're going to be given time to play around with the technology. That makes sense.
Are we gonna do art?
Yes. In fact, Miss how do you pronounce her last name? Ms. Lasky, is that right?
Miss Lashley.
She's going to be there and you're going to do your art rotation with her.
Okay, I'll definitely come then.
Yeah, and then I don't know if Vivi still wants to do it, but Vivi had asked to have like a room where people who wanted to just sit and chat and like get to know each other and do art could do that. And I have reserved a room like that. And Vivi, I'm not sure if your mom's going to make it to this one, but if she is, she could be in that room with you guys. So we'll see. I'll talk to your mom. Anyway, so yeah, that's coming up. I see lots of questions about the note I sent home about the tag thing. Of course, it's not required. It is optional. And your parents have to take you in for the testing. And what does it mean? It doesn't mean a whole lot. So in our district, tag, talented and gifted is something that their parents can ask for the testing. You can get recommended for the testing because of how you did on the state test last year, automatically recommends you, or your teacher can recommend you for the testing. And then the testing they give you, you guys have probably already had it a bunch of times because they test all the kids for it all the time. But they just, as the years go by, they just test the kids who want to take the test. And so this week they're doing that. I think our day is it Friday? I just sent the date to Lauren. I think I'm not sure when it is exactly. Lauren, do you remember what date I sent you? Anyway, and your parents have to take you in, and I don't know how they do it. You do it on computers. I think you're supposed to take your computer charged, your Chromebook, and you do it on a Chromebook. So that's all that there is with that. And no, you don't have to do it. And even if you get identified, it doesn't really mean anything. It like goes on your record, but it doesn't change anything in school at all. So I'm not even sure how much I believe in it.
I think it's today.
Is it today? Monday?
I think.
I'll look at the schedule, but you should have it. Nora, did you have a question?
Yeah. So we're gonna go in person this Friday.
No,
Am I
not
right?
this Friday. It's next Friday, the 9th. It's not this
Okay.
Friday. It's next
Is
week
this
Friday.
So like we're supposed to be there at 8:30.
Yep, 8:30 to 11:30, just like last time.
Is this something we need to go to?
No, you don't have to go. It's totally up to you. And if you
Okay.
don't go this time, you can do the activities. You can do some of the hour of code activities. I'll share. In fact, I did share the website with you, which has lots of fun coding things. Okay. But I'm not sure. I mean, we might have the computer on too. I don't know how much people enjoyed being carried around on the computer. We'll see. If people want it, we'll have the computer on so you can see what's going on. All right, my friends. That is it for all of that. I wanted to walk through and play a little game with one of the things that we're doing in language arts this week. So let's go to the lesson. Here it is. It's lesson 3.05, Point of View, Musical Mississippi. It's got 11 pages. I think it's the 3rd page. Let's see if I'm right. I'm not right. Oh, wait, is it here? Nope. Let's see if it's the 2nd page. Here we go. One of the word lessons in here is about synonyms and antonyms. Does anybody know what a synonym is? Anybody? I'm going to check the chat and see if anybody's responding. I don't see anybody telling me what a synonym
A
is.
synonym is, I'm just reading it. It says that it's like live and life.
So actually, synonyms are words that mean the same.
Oh.
Antonyms are words that mean the opposite. Everybody type the word synonym into the chat just to get used to the word, because a lot of kids pronounce it cinnamon, but it's not cinnamon. Like cinnamon's what you put on your French toast or your cinnamon toast. Synonym. It means sin is Latin for same, and nym is Latin for name. So the same name. So words like little, tiny, itty, bitty are all synonyms for each other. They all mean the same thing. And then the opposite of that is antonym. Everybody type antonym. Okay, antonym. Antonyms are words that mean the opposite. Think of anti, it means you're against it. So if I say big, what do you write? Go ahead and type it in the chat. What's
Small.
an antonym for big? Yeah, small, tiny, little, itty bitty. So we're going to play a little game in the chat right now. The synonym antonym game. I'm going to stop my share. Everybody get ready to type. I'm going to tell you whether it's a synonym or antonym, and you guys are going to type one in the chat if you can think of it, okay? I got to get to my page where I can actually see my synonyms and antonyms. Here we go. Okay, so let's just start with an easy one since we just did it. Let's start with large. What's a synonym for large? Synonym for large. Put it in the chat. Another word that means the same as large. Big, not tiny, that's the antonym. Big, tall, big, fat, huge, giant, grand. Good. Now give me an antonym for large. Antonym. Small. Somebody give me something other. They're tiny, itty bitty, minuscule, microscopic. Good. Let's try another one. You ready? Let's do warm. Give me an antonym for warm. Antonym. Cold, cool. Nope. Antonym, Leon, not synonym. Antonym. Cold, freezing, snowy, Arctic, frigid. Good. Cold. Excellent. Now give me a synonym for warm. Synonym for warm. What's a synonym for warm? Warm. No, that's the same word. You got to give me a different one. I know. Hot, toasty. Nice one. Heat. Anybody? Tropical. Burning. Nice, Amoy. Heat, warm, toasty, cozy. Okay. Let's see. Let's try another one. I'm going to tell you the word, and then I'm not going to tell you whether it's a synonym or antonym. So I'm going to give you time to think for a minute. Happy. I'm not going to tell you whether it's synonym or antonym until you're ready to go. Are you ready to go? Happy. Give me an antonym. Antonym for happy. Sad. Good. Upset. Great. Crying. Excellent. Mad. Sad, upset, blue, excellent, confused.
Happy.
Tears. Okay. Now give me a synonym for happy. Joyful. Excellent. That's what I was thinking of. Joyful, cheerful, upbeat, jolly. Excellent. You guys are good at this. All right. So whenever you try to remember whether synonym is the same or different, just remember same, right? Synonym, same. That will help you know which is which when you're taking a quiz or a test. That was the first thing I wanted to share. And then there's one other thing I wanted to explain just because I think it's a little bit tricky, and that's point of view. And I think it's on page 5. So the lesson goes through some vocabulary. I don't know what this is about. Where's the part about? Oh, here we go. Poems have speakers. So if I were to ask you, whose point of view is the story told from? And I'll often say, like, write that in the first person. So what they're talking about there is, who is telling the story? Is it the person telling, like when I tell a story and I say, I went to the store and I ate turkey, that's first person. I'm telling you about something I did. If you say, my brother went to the store, then you're telling about somebody else's experience, and that's third person. So it changes a lot. Here is the speaker's point of view anchor chart, which is interesting. Poems can be written from different perspectives. First person is if I tell a poem like I'm the one doing it. Third person is if you're telling it about somebody else. Now there are other points of view other than that, which we'll learn about. But for right now, they said use the speaker's point of view chart to analyze the poems that they found. So if we look at this one, The Amazing River, we settled there along the shore, made our home a city. Is that first person or third person? What do you think? Put it in the chat if you have an idea. First person or third person? We settled there along the shore. What does that seem like? I don't see anybody answering yet. Yes. I see one brave soul. First person, first person. Megan, why is it first person?
Because it says we, so even though there might be another person that settled there, like the person that's telling the story also settled there.
Actually did it. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm guessing there's another one. Here we go. The mighty Mississippi River flows from Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico through not one, but not four, but 10 United States to join hands with tributaries that lie in wait. Okay, so even though this isn't really a person, it certainly isn't like they're not writing it like they are the Mississippi River, and they could write it that way. They could say, I flow from Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico. That would be first person, but they're writing it about something else. So they're talking about the Mississippi River and they're not pretending to be the Mississippi River. So this is third person. So that one's a little bit tricky, this point of view, but you should understand if I ask you, what point of view is this story written from or this poem written from? You should be able to talk about whether it's first person or third person. Mila, did you have a question?
Yeah, it's a question about the in-person day thing again.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
It's like about the way you sent it. So, how did you send it again? Did you send
I
it
sent
to
it
like,
through Synergy. So every week I send an update, like a news update to your email. It should have come to your email.
like my Gmail or my school email?
Your school email.
Yeah, I don't get it in my school inbox.
Really? It
No.
shouldn't be in Canvas, but you know what? I can send it through Canvas. The only problem with Canvas is you can't send live links. So it's a huge pain.
Oh.
But I'll try again. I know some people get it because I get responses, but I'll be sure and check. I'll give you guys, actually, I can grab the link right now. How about that? I will grab the link to the message that I sent out. RSVP form. Well, for one thing, here's the RSVP form, which is really the most important part of it. And then I'll send the letter again. But so if I want to send this, where's the little sharing thing? Here it is, link. Copy. Oh, shorten the URL first, then copy it. There we go. And then I'm going to stop my share for a second and go here and put it in. So actually, that's the RSVP form for coming in person. If you know you're going to be able to come, you can go ahead and fill that out.
Thank you.
I can copy the letter that I sent out and send it through Canvas. I'll do that later today. Okay. All right. So, so the lesson's not too tricky. It does, I think, have another story in there, which you're going to need to read. Make sure you read that. And then, like I said, nothing's due today. Compound sentences, and then you get into the writing section and they're talking about revising. We're not actually revising until next week, but it does talk about how to add details in here, which we are going to be doing this week, how to expand your sentences, make them more complex, add information. And then your exit card is some synonyms and antonyms. And then it says, what did I learn? And you have a quiz, I think. What is my assignment? Yep. Musical Mississippi quiz. So pretty basic lesson, 11 pages. I don't think we need to go through the whole thing. So I think we're kind of done for today for this part. We have math at 10 o'clock. We've got, like I said, we're going to do a field trip this afternoon at 2. We'll do some writing at 12:20. And that's it. If you have any questions or need to chat with me, stay on for a second. But otherwise, you guys